Hello, you guys. This is the One Piece King here today. So kind of a bit of an update though. It won't it won't be just as short of a video. But just the update though that when I played World Seeker today and was testing out Zoro and Sabo's DLC, if the boss thing also affected it too, it doesn't. I went to go and, kind of just fast travel every other place that the bosses would spawn in. Um every single one of them did not, well, not every single one. I tested a few, like probably two or three, but the first two or three really didn't, spawn the first time. So it seems like that doesn't trail over to the other ones. I don't know if it meant that those bosses will never come back for those DLCs ever again, because if that's the case, I'm a bit upset by that because, those DLCs, with the boss fights, how they do it and everything, um, it's not like it's so bad, with the boss fights and stuff. In fact, I remember one time when I was playing the Sabo DLC before the Law DLC released out, and I was fighting against Smoker as Sabo. Now, Sabo's ability is fire, and Smoker obviously smoke. When I tried to use the Fire Fist move, and he was already in the smoke form, it canceled it out, and I was like, that's new. Okay, it seems like the game's logic, like the actual logic of the game is that you can't do that. You can't launch a fiery move when Smoker's already in the smoke form. You can't do that because, it kind of like does nothing to him. It's almost like creating a steam or something, and it's like, oh shoot, So that's why I'm just like, okay, that's a problem. Um, you know, but anyway, though, yeah, just wanted to give that update that Zoro and Sabo, it either seems like they don't have bosses anymore that would spawn out in their locations in the game, or like they still have them, but the spawn rate is like, half chance where they would show up. So I don't know. I'll have to go and, check the update tomorrow because, like basically I think it'll allow me to check the details of the update. And whenever I go and check it and everything, you'll probably tell me like, yeah, only for the first and the second DLC and everything where you'll be able to get, the boss spawn rates for only Luffy and Law only. You won't get it for Zoro or Sabo ever again. And it's like, oh shoot. Like, if it tells me that, I'm probably just gonna be like, that's kind of the worst update you could ever give, Like, kind of give a bit of another update to where we could get, all four of them to actually have boss locations spawn whenever they like, because that would be great. That'd be great. Um, so I already went and finished the Law DLC completely, by story, by maxing out all of his, like his skills and everything, like his stuff, it's all done. Got all the trophies for him, so just completely the Law DLC is done. And then, the last but not least, whenever I went to go and play as Luffy, I went to go and, grab a couple of things. Which basically surprised me whenever they had, this as items. I guess it's a final hurrah to say, like, yep, we're done with the game. And basically what it was like these ultimate charms or something, or these ultimate items, for Luffy only. But there's one for the observation, there's one for the armament, and then there's the one for the gear fourth. And then, whenever I saw all those, I'm like, that's cool that, we get to have all those and everything. That's cool. But my only concern though is that, does that mean that the game is done? Like, no more DLCs, no more announcements of like little updates or something, like nothing like that anymore? Because if that's the case, really, then yeah. You know, it seems there's no buggy DLC. It's gonna be completely dropped down the drain and stuff, and you know, like that's it. You know. I guess I could say at this moment I'm done with World Seeker because now I've basically beaten everything in the game. I'm done, and you know, it's just if they announce something new, then I'll be like, okay, I can get back into the game again and finish that up and everything and see how it goes. But, you know, like, if the chance that they do that, but the DLC still sucks, I probably won't be interested if another one gets released out. Um, because completely it just makes me upset and everything. It makes me a bit mad because of the fact that they have so much potential to, you know, to put in as DL or well, as DLC, but also like new characters to show up and everything, you know, whether to be playable or whether to make them something else really. But yeah, though, it's just I don't know. You know, I don't know at this point because with you know with basically whenever we got Katakuri in the Sabo DLC, it you know it started to think in my head and everything for a while. Like I was thinking about maybe wanting to talk about him in a video once. Like you know if Katakuri did have more of a story in you know maybe another DLC or maybe like some kind of update and making it to where there's more side missions to do. You know, and some of them would involve Katakuri actually coming out of the mirror world and you know you could actually you know, interact with Katakuri for once, I would be fine with that. I would be like completely fine with that. I'd be like, yes, we need more interactions with, you know, we need more interactions with characters that, you know, have barely even shown up and everything. So, you know, like, I think it would mainly be Buggy and Katakuri would probably be the missions. The reason why I don't say Kainu is because you know, for the main story of the game and everything, Alkainu kind of shows up at the end, you know, like around the end of the story because you know, he's basically back at a marine base. He's kind of, you know, doing his duties like he's supposed to be doing, but then he kind of gets ready to like, you know, move out. It's like, "All right, I'm moving out. Like, come on, we got to move." And then, you know, like right as like around almost the well, I wouldn't say the end, but it's like almost the end of the main story. He shows up and it's you know, and it's like, okay, he shows up, so that means that, you know, we're kind of screwed, you know? Um, but honestly though, I don't think it's that bad though. I think it's honestly cool that, you know, that basically, even with Alkainu showing up at the end, though, that he still sort of gets, you know, like, he still gets a position somewhere. He's only been in one side mission, which you actually have to go and find. It's not like a instant, it tells you where the side mission is. Like, no, you have to legit actually go out to go and find these, you know, side mission. Like, you have to find a certain one and all it really is just fighting Marine admirals and everything like Fujitora, Aokiji, Kizaru, and of course the Fleet Admiral Alkainu. You gotta fight all those guys and everything. Not all at once. It's two of them in the beginning and then the next two. You know. But after that and everything, you know, apparently you know, apparently what I had found out with Alkainu's, you know, spawn rate is that he spawns in, the Navy base, but only after you know, done that mission and stuff. Only if you get, like, I think it's only after you do that mission, or I guess in the sense of right now, since bosses will always, you know, spawn and appear whenever, um, you know, I think Alkainu, even without doing the mission, will probably spawn whenever. It's just, you gotta get to that part in the story where Alkainu would show up and be like, yeah, I'm here, you know, and now you can fight me whenever you want. It's like, okay. Which now, like I said in the last video, he's got himself some new stuff, you know, just like the rest of them do. Katakuri still didn't test it yet. I'm probably gonna test that tomorrow. Just like a one last hurrah, really. But I'm not gonna go. I'm not really gonna be playing, full much of World Seeker anymore. Not unless they announce something new for the game, like maybe a new costume or something else. I'd be like, no, no need. It's like World Seeker is, kind of done. It's out the window. Um, but anyway, though, that's it for World Seeker, though. Of all the content to really talk about, because, like I said, I basically talked about a buggy DLC, I think along with laws, but law DLC, it happened and it's the way it is, so, that's the law DLC right there. Buggy DLC still could be a possibility in the future if they still think about it, but honestly, if not, the game is done. It's dead. Almost been a year since this game has been out because I think the game released out like in March or April of this year. And honestly though, like they still tried to work on it like with the DLCs throughout the year, but I I don't know. I really don't. Um I think it hasn't even been that many days since the Law DLC has been released. It's been more, you know, because it released out on Friday and it's already Monday, so that'd be like 3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago that Law DLC released. So yeah. Um. But anyway, though, yeah. But that'll be it for World Seeker, though, because if anything comes up, I'll probably announce it. But if not, then you get the gist of it. No more World Seeker. Now for the other part to really cover over, which isn't World Seeker related anymore, um, it is the Pirate Warriors 4. This one was a troll, like this trailer that we got, and it was by Jump Festa, which a lot of people were waiting for regarding to the One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Um, we got a trailer and then we got, some gameplay and everything of the characters and most especially the Kaido. And it kind of makes me question though about the Kaido gameplay where he transforms into his dragon form. Like is that the awakening form only, or is that like you're able to transform in and out of the dragon form? Because if you're able to like change in and out of it, that's pretty cool, but if it's only the awakening part of it, probably not going to be interested in it that much. So yeah, we did get to see that. Plus, the Kaido gameplay and everything, the way how they made him a really big character and he kind of moves around, you can hear his footsteps like kind of crashing the ground. It's kind of cool actually. It sounds awesome. Not to mention though, he swings his club around and everything and dude pretty much got power. I cannot wait to play Kaido in the Pirate Warriors 4. I cannot wait. Um, but the part that I said that the troll was, a troll and everything, about the trailer and stuff was it was a Endy's Lobby trailer, and we got like the scene. It's the scene where you have all the crew members just sitting on top of the. Not really sure what to call it, but it's like kind of like these little square, or well, not really square, but like these rectangular kind of shaped columns or something. Like they're short columns, but it's like on this one tower, and you got all of them just kind of just standing on there and everything. And they did this in both the first and the third Pirate Warriors game. They did the scene with that and everything, which makes sense because why not? Um, but anyway though, the troll that I noticed and everything was the Zoro outfit. I mean, Nami outfit and everything. I feel like that they probably are just like, teasing us to basically be like, oh yeah, like we're gonna, we're just showing y'all how it would look, but in all reality, though, we're gonna give y'all, like, the actual costumes, the correct arcs of what y'all asked for. Like, we're gonna try our best. It's like, you better. Because we don't need it just one arc. We need it multiple. Alright? We need all the arcs that you would put in the game to make, multiple of and everything. So, please. But, no, but the troll with Zoro, though. Every Pirate Warriors game, like all three of them, for the pre-time skip, Zoro has always been wearing the yellow jacket all the time. Zoro's been wearing that all the time. His Enies Lobby jacket that he wears. Been wearing that, since the Pirate Warriors 1 all the way to the third game. He's been wearing that. And, you know, people were just like, can we have Zoro's correct outfit for once? Like, the correct outfits for the arcs instead of just this yellow jacket all the time. Because it doesn't feel right. And I'm like, I agree. Like, I agree. But, but the biggest troll, though, was that whenever we got, like, his actual white shirt to be shown in the Alabaster trailer, which I was proud of, um, the thing of it is, though, that was like a funny troll, was that in the Enies Lobby trailer, we see Zoro also wearing the white T-shirt, and now people are asking like, "Where's the yellow jacket?" Like you see the weird karma behind it. Like first, we hate it. We hate the yellow jacket. We hate seeing it all the time and everything. Like one arc, it's necessary. Like one arc, the yellow jacket is necessary, but everything else, it is not necessary. It does not need to be there. You know. So, we prefer Zoro to be wearing his white t-shirt, like how he's supposed to be wearing it for like majority of a lot of arcs anyway. We get it. But then, we get this Enies Lobby trailer and we see Zoro wearing the white shirt. And it's like, no. No, this could not be a joke. It's like, please, replace that with the yellow jacket. Replace that with the yellow jacket. You know? And I'm feeling that too. I'm just like, okay, look, the yellow jacket, we made it very specific, okay? Since like the third game, the last game y'all made, the yellow jacket is to be made for one arc, okay? But for every other arc though, it is his white shirt, or unless he goes through some costume changes, throughout the other ones, which he kind of does. Yeah, he kind of does go through, some costume changes and stuff. Like, not a lot, but just some. Just some. But, I'm just looking at it like, they're trolling us. They're legit trolling us as if it's like a karma because we hated seeing that yellow jacket all the time, that he wears throughout the games and stuff. But then we don't see it, but we don't see it, in its correct arc. And I'm like, y'all better be like joking. Y'all better be like trolling us or something. Like, this is just a troll. This is like a tease to us to where, like you're only showing this like to us like as a trailer or as, just showing as like like yeah, like basically like a teaser kind of thing, to where if we get the legit game and everything and we flip through, like, and we go through the gameplay and we flip through the costumes and stuff, if the pre-time skip is only him wearing the white shirt, like, and not only that, but also the swords changing as well, kind of like what they did in the last game where it was like just him in the yellow jacket. You see little details and everything, like the scar around his chest and the sword changes and stuff. Like if I start seeing that, I'm just gonna be like, no, it's like you did wrong again. It's like you're lazy, you know? And like they basically want to celebrate, the the anime that's been going on for 20 years. They wanted to celebrate that. And I'm like, you can, you could celebrate with the anime that's been going on for 20 years by announcing this game, you know, but you you can't screw it up. You can't screw it up. You can't. That must mean every detail must be exact. If one detail is off, like if one detail is off, you just messed up the game. You just messed up the game. you know? That's why, I looked at the third game. And if I remember correctly, the third game was way before 20 years, I think. Yeah, I think the third game was like way before the 20 years of like 20 years of the anime going on for One Piece and stuff. But, I give a pass for that, I guess, but they should have still they should have did a little tweaking and stuff, like when they were doing DLCs and stuff. They should have did a little tweaking and been like, you know what? We're gonna make it right. It's like little tweaking, like here and there, and then y'all can be happy for a while. Like there you go. They didn't do that. But in the fourth game, they have a chance, because we're already in December. They have 3 months. Um, and I know they're already unpacking a lot of stuff on us and everything because so far of what we know of the story arcs, sorry about that, but the story arcs that we got announced for, um, at least of screenshots and trailers that we got to see, we got to see the Alabaster trailer, we got to see the Any Zombie trailer, Marine 4 trailer we didn't get to see yet still, we didn't, I was trying to say in a video one time, that if we ever did get to see a Marine 4 trailer, will we get to see like more characters like make cameos and stuff? Because if we do, I'd be like, I know who's coming in the game. I know who's coming. I see that character right there. I see them. I see them. You can't tell me they're not coming in the game because I see them right there. Player model right there. Player model right there. You know, I kind of went a bit too excited myself over that video because, it was just too much intensity right there. I was like, being too excited and being too intense with it. Um, but still, I'm waiting on a Marine 4 trailer, something basically that will be like, whenever we got the game release and everything, like something like that. And also something a bit more like the Alabaster trailer of what we got, where we basically got to see, we basically got to see like some story cutscenes in there. Um, so yeah, that's basically making me like, all right, can we have like a Marine 4 trailer in there because I'm curious. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are curious on what, it's in like is basically in there. Like, can we have one? Like, comment down below if you would want to see a Marine 4 Pirate Warriors 4 trailer. I definitely would want to see that as like a next trailer and everything because if you go and look on the website, there is screenshots to show like that the arc will be represented, and there's screenshots to show that on how it's gonna look and everything. It like majority of it really shows the three admirals, Ace, and I guess a bit of the layout of how it looks. So I don't know, but yeah, I mean, like, honestly, we're gonna see how it looks. We're gonna see how it goes, because if it goes well, I'm gonna be pretty hyped for it. I'm gonna be, pretty hyped up for it and stuff. Like, if it goes well, I'm gonna be like, okay, like, new, new map, new style. I'm gonna see how it looks, because not that I was arguing that the Marine 4 map on Pirate Warriors 3 was bad. It wasn't. It's just, you know, maybe it needed a little bit more oomph to it and everything. That's what it needs. Um, but yeah. But anyway, though, trying to really think with like a lot of Pirate Warriors 4 content that came in through, because I know that I said there was gonna be a lot. Um, yeah, that's the only thing I can really think of and stuff with the, with the troll right there and everything. I mean, Nami still had her outfit that she wears in Jaya as well, like in the trailer for Enies Lobby, and I thought that was a troll too, but I'm like, you know what? Like it looks like a troll, but I feel like they're teasing us to where it's like, oh no, like you thought it was gonna be the end of seeing the yellow jacket. Oh no, the yellow jacket's coming back. Like, another round coming, boys. Another round coming, like another game. You're going to see the yellow jacket y'all hate so much. It's like we hated it because it was majority of the three games it was there. We would be so accepting of it if it was just there for one arc like it's supposed to be. But y'all just threw that thing in like, well, the biggest arc of the series and everything, was Enies Lobby and everybody likes that, so throw in the freaking jacket. Do it. Do it. Throw in the jacket. It's like, don't listen to them. But yeah. I mean, as much as I hate to look at that yellow jacket though, because like I said, I've seen it for three games. Well, I didn't play the first two, but I've watched gameplay of the first two, and I still saw the yellow jacket there. So I'm just kind of sitting there like, okay, it's like, can we get to where the yellow jacket doesn't show up anymore? Like we get it. Like they wanted to be discreet with the details of what, Zora went through and everything, like with the scar, and all that kind of stuff. But in all reality though, probably would have seen that later on and I would have been like, okay, I'm not phased. I'm not phased by it. It's fine. But with Power Warriors 4 though, I I really hope we do get correct costumes though. Like basically, like I said with the Enies Lobby trailer, I hope it's just a tease and like a teaser. And basically we will see the correct costumes when we actually do play the game. And like all the fans will basically rejoice and be like, yes, we're happy. Like we get to, we finally get to experience, the costumes to be in the right outfits for the arcs, and we could probably experience a lot more and everything, we probably could. So yeah, it just makes me really happy and stuff, but honestly, though, until we get more news of it, like in the future, probably gonna be next week, probably, like hitting into New Year's, we probably might get another news of it. I mean, not in the beginning of New Year's, but like, sometime in like the first week of January, we probably might get some type of like new news or something. And if we do, me personally, I'm gonna be really excited about that. I'm just gonna be like, yes, yes, like do like basically would we get like a question answered if the outfits of the arcs are actually gonna be corrected for once? Like what they're showing us right now is like teasers and everything where it's like, oh yeah, I'm glad you noticed that and everything because yeah, Zoro is wearing the white shirt in, Enies Lobby, but only reason why we did that to y'all was because, I know y'all hate seeing the yellow jacket for Zoro all the time. Makes sense. But if y'all are really wondering, it's still there. The yellow jacket is still there. So have fun. Have fun, You can actually, get what you want this time. It's like, thank you. It's like, God, this makes us so happy. Thank you. It's like, yeah, no problem. Just enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves in the game. It's like, we will, because, we could play the story. Yeah, we could play the story and the outfits will be corrected for once, Um, I mean, another thing that I noticed too during the trailer was, I mean, basically it was showing Robin in there as well. And I take a look and Robin's wearing the Enies Lobby outfit like she's supposed to for the arc. And I'm like, okay, okay, that's okay. Like she's supposed to be wearing that. Um, but the thing of it is though, is that like for her Miss All Sunday though, I mean I have to probably take a look back at that Alabaster trailer and see, but if her outfit for Miss All Sunday is correct compared to what they compared to what they did give her in the third game, I'm pretty much gonna be content with that. I'm gonna be like, she was she was like a Miss All Sunday. That's right. She was a Miss All Sunday. And, she's actually wearing the like correctly to be a Miss All Sunday, so I'd be like, it's like, okay, okay, I'm digging this, I'm digging this, you know. Also trying to think about it too. Robin didn't go through that many, well, I wouldn't say too many, like so far that she's been on the crew. I wouldn't say too many. I would say like a decent number that Robin's went through costume changes throughout the arc and everything. Like she's went through a few, but not like, for the pre-time skip wise. Time skip, oh most definitely. That woman went through a lot of costume changes throughout the new world, just like the rest of them did. Um, but for the pre-time skip, like since we're starting at Alabasta and everything, which is basically whenever they meet Robin in the first place, Robin hasn't really, had many. She hasn't really had too many, you know? So, yeah, like doing like Miss All Sunday all the way to like Saba Odi Robin, or even if you're wanting to go and do like a little bit of like 3D2Y where like they get separated and they're all wearing different outfits and stuff, like Robin is wearing like this purple coat and everything. Well, at first she's wearing this prisoner outfit and everything because, she got captured as a prisoner. But then it changes to where she wears the purple coat because the revolutionaries rescue her and all that. So I don't know if they're gonna go into depth and make it to where they actually will have 32Y costumes in there. Because if they do, boy, I'm gonna be enjoying that. I'm gonna be like, even though technically, even though technically 3D2Y was more focused on Luffy than it did for like the other like eight. Yeah, for the other eight, because Luffy is one. But for the other eight, you know, 3D2Y wasn't really focused on them. It was more like they were getting prepared for their training and stuff. But, for the one that really got the most focus of his training was Luffy, and that was because we get the 3D2Y special. It was like a mini movie or something like, I think like 30 minutes or almost an hour. Sorry about that. In which it showed Byron the World in there, which if we ever get that in there, I'd be like, hey, that's pretty cool, like Byron the World, that'd be pretty cool. Um, which, by the way, if all you are wondering, yes, I do count the 3D2Y movie as canon because, it showed what Luffy was doing during his training, and it did come back into the story and stuff, and it showed how, Luffy unlocked Red Hawk. Like, even though Oda didn't really write it, like, as like a sort of like a shaky chapter where, it would basically be like 32Y chapter 0, um, where basically it would show like Luffy's training, he runs into Byron D World the same way like it is shown in the movie, and then all that kind of stuff and everything, like basically he didn't write all that as a script, but I think it literally does count that way because even if he didn't write it in there, it's just it shows what he's been doing as of training and everything. This takes like, I think it was supposed to be take like 6 months, I think. Yeah, it was supposed to be like 6 months after like the first day. Yeah, like 6 months after like the first day or like 6 months of the first year. I think. I can't remember the timeline of how long it was, but it was like a decent amount of time and stuff that he was training and stuff. But yeah. But anyway, though, I just really hope that with costumes and everything that they will basically like it's just a teaser right now that they are just showing like, well, you play the actual game and stuff whenever it gets released out on March. Enjoy, like flat out enjoy the game, and I'll be like, I will. I will try to enjoy the game because I will actually pre-order that game. You know, I will pre-order the game, so that way I get me some DLC exclusives, and I'll be able to have fun. It'll be awesome. But yeah, I guess that's the really to uncover right there because like I said, World Seeker content, not really gonna talk much about it anymore, and if I ever do, it's either gonna be ideas or basically an update of what, they're doing as an update for the game itself, like if there's any news about it, um, or if there's any change to it, that is, and everything, but if not, then yeah, you won't hear any World Seeker from me anymore. It's not gonna say it's a dead game yet, but it's just it's getting to that point where it's almost about to be a dead game. Almost like yeah, like 3 or 4 months, almost about to be a year for that game's anniversary and stuff. Like if they're gonna announce something for it where it's like, yeah, we've had a good run on this game, we've done a lot of stuff, but if we're gonna make a sequel to this game, I think y'all would want like yeah, like I think y'all would want like basically a World Seeker 2, but regarding to the actual story of One Piece itself, and you get to actually, explore around the island and stuff and do all that. Because I mean, if you do, guess what though? That means it'll take them like years to put a lot of content and characters in that one. Depending on how far they want to go into it and everything. Like if they want to go yeah, like if they want to go all the way to like either Marineford, or if they want to go even further to like New World stuff, possibly Wano, um, then World Seeker 2 probably might be the longest, story ever for a One Piece game, like ever. It probably might be the longest one ever. And if they want to do that, by all means, go ahead. Don't try to, half anything out. Like, leave everything as it should be, because people would like that. They'd be like, well, guess we get to enjoy something. It's like, yes, yes, you do. But anyway, though, yep, like I said, this will be the end of the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Leave a like on the video. And leave a comment down below about, your thoughts for World Seeker kind of coming to an end. At least, in my opinion, it is. And also, like, kind of leave your thoughts down below of, what we could see for Pirate Warriors 4 in the future. Like, for, like, regarding to any content of, like, either new trailers, new characters being announced, or possibly even costumes being fixed. I leave all that down below and everything. But this will be the end, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!